Hello there, and welcome along to the Brazilian Grand Prix, our penultimate Grand Prix, where we hope everything's going to last. We don't want a penalty for Abu Dhabi. It should last, we should be alright. But you never know with these cars nowadays. Gearbox is fine, good. So that's all well and dandy. Most interested teams are Sauber and Mercedes. That's hard to believe. Hopefully we can add another tick into the Brazil column. That'd be nice. But yes, welcome to the Autódromo Jose Carlos Pace in lovely Sao Paulo. And before we get started, let's hear from Emma.
Hey, how are you? I have some information on the race goals you should keep in mind.
Qualify 16th, beat Kvyat. Well, that sounds pretty easy, doesn't it? So we'll get out there, get straight to it, and hopefully we can have a good qualifying.
Here in Interlagos, the Autódromo Jose Carlos Pace. The teams have completed their preparations and are just waiting for the pit lane to open before they take to the track. I want to talk
Sebastian.
about the strategy in qualifying sessions.
Oh, he's found something funny.
How can a driver adjust their approach to gain those critical extra tenths
Nico?
of a second?
Qualifying isn't about adjusting your approach necessarily, it's more about trying to repeat a low fuel run that you've practiced prior to this session.
There's Marcus Ericsson.
Looking for perfection on the lap, and that's hard to achieve if you're trying something new. There are some variables that can stand in your way, however.
Felipe Massa at his home race.
Yellow flags, for example. Coupled with ever-changing track conditions, it's important to be out there at the right moment. But as a
There's
driver, you
me,
have to try and ignore
the
these
new world
distractions.
champion.
Keep your mind focused on that one perfect lap.
Well, we'll give it our best shot, but we'll go and get it done anyway. So let's get done. So here we go, we've been let loose on the Interlagos circuit. Interlagos meaning between the lakes. And it's lovely that it ends with this lovely fast rise up the hill from the Young Cow corner into the Senna S, named after probably one of Brazil's greatest racing drivers, Ayrton Senna. Who died 24 years ago, about 2 days ago. So this was filmed on the 3rd of May, he died on the 1st. It's very undulating, the Interlagos circuit. As Verstappen sets a lap time, Kvyat sets a good lap as well. They're about to be outdone. Boom, take that, thank you. Yeah, they're a lot closer than they were in practice, I tell you. And in practice, Fernando was very fast and very competitive, but the Red Bulls were seemingly struggling. You watch now, Alonso will go out. Who's out? Oh no, Alonso just survived. We lose the two Saubers, Palmer, Sainz and Stroll. But we've made our little conjective? What am I talking about? Who knows what I'm talking about? Right, Q2 before I go all blah, 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 blah. Right, Q number 2. And I think we'll go contra strategy. Let's start tomorrow's race on the softs. Because I can. And because I want to. Ooh, miles away there. Right then. Out of the young cow, let's head up the hill. Let's take a lap of Interlagos. As we head into the Cedars. Car wants to oversteer down the hill into the Curva del Sol, down the Reta Aposta. As we head to the Descida del Lago. You can take the curb on the inside and it will float out and around the corner. Now back up the hill into the Ferradura. Car goes very wide into that hairpin, now into the Pico de Plateau. The Duckspill as they call it. Another corner with no name, but it's a tight hairpin. Now down the Magulo, which is all downhill, and now you go back uphill slightly into Yoncao. Too much curve on the inside that was. That was at best a scruffy lap. And now this long winding area up the hill with a very slight DRS zone. I think that lap will suffice. But shall we go again? Let's go again. Because I think there's plenty more time to be had out here. You gotta hook that apex on the Pico de Plateau, because if you don't, you're in trouble. And now up the hill. Anytime you lose a young cow, you lose it all the way up the hill. And we are going to be a good half second faster, that's better. And no one else has gone out yet. Okay. I don't know why. Well, they're all starting to go out now. Go on, Fernando. Oh, he didn't make it. That's out of order. He goes out along with Grosjean and Hulkenberg, Magnussen and Kvyat. But look at that, Massa into Q3. That'll get the fans going. Right then. I saw how close they got in Q2, sorry. So let's get out there and set a benchmark and say, surprise, surprise, come and catch me if you can. And hopefully we could do sub 13. We're in max, we've got a nice set of new tyres. Let's get this done. DRS open nice and on time. Pile drive up this hill. And then the crest of the hill is sort of where the apex of the corner is. Which is useful, because if you lose time there, you lose time all the way down the Retta Riposta. Car jumped a gear down then through the Interlagos. Through Ferradura into turn 8. Now the Pinheiro, I call this the Pico de Plateau. This is next corner is the Pico de Plateau. That's the Pinheiro. I think Kimi set a good lap there. I don't know who that is in front of me. Is that Verstappen? He's not going to interfere too much, is Verstappen, if he is. I'm not happy with that. I want a sub 12. The only problem with that is I might catch this Red Bull. It is Verstappen. At the moment we've got the time. It's now going to be about the run up the hill. Looks like we're going to do a sub 13. There you go, have some of that. That rides a 112.8. Although Hamilton is fastest in the final section.
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top three. A McLaren, Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen. It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the Grand Prix itself gets underway.
Good, good. I'm happy with that. And everyone's screaming at the monitor now because they know what time it is. Time to get paid. That looks good. Fantastic. And everyone still wants me. Yay! Alright then. Time to get on to the race. Let's go and see what Emma wants.
Hello. I just wanted to pass on the team's expectations for this race. Good luck.
Thank you. Finished 12th. Oh, we've already done the championship target, so let's ignore that. Finished 12th and beat Kvyat. doable. See, it's how we've owned Kvyat this whole weekend so far. That's one of my brothers. 57 laps. Oh, we may have to take a new turbocharger for Abu Dhabi. Oh, if we do, we do. But I hope we don't. Right, on to the race.
With so much on the line here today, I can't help but shake the feeling that we're going to have a bit of pushing and shoving, Anthony Davidson, especially into turn 1 this afternoon.
Well, we do see a fair amount of that here at Interlagos, Crofty. It's a tricky braking zone, of course, and heading downhill into the centre S, which always makes it easy to lock the inside front and run a bit wide. We've seen a number of occasions over the years with someone from the leading group taking a bit of a knock on the first lap and having to recover. That's one of the reasons we've had so many exciting championship fights here. Hopefully, it'll be a clean start, of course, but as you say, I wouldn't be too surprised if it's not.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. It's McLaren in pole position.
Yay!
Raikkonen, who'll start P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen.
Looks like Vettel and Hamilton have taken penalties.
And Roman Grosjean, Hulkenberg, Alonso, Daniel Kvyat, and Hamilton, Stroll, Sainz, Jolyon Palmer, and Marcus Ericsson, Magnussen, and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Yes, let's. Enjoy the race? I intend to enjoy the race, sir. I intend to enjoy the race to its fullest as well. Right then, let's get on with it. Get these tyres nicely warmed up down the Retta Raposta. Whoa dear!
What the fuck is that?
You suck! Oh dear, I hope I haven't done any damage to my nose. That was kind of stupid. Let me just check. Nope, everything looks good. But I've got a lot of grass on my tyres now. That's gonna make things interesting into turn 1. So I expect Raikkonen's going to beat me into turn 1 now. Along with Bottas and probably Perez. But if Perez tries it, I've got something for him still. I hope Alonso has a good race. Get some points in the bag. Right, that's 5 red lights. It's lights out and away we go. Raikkonen, in fact, I've been mugged.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah, I got plenty mugged there. I got mugged by about 5 million of them. You suck! And that was not the start we were looking for, and now we are all over the place. And we might have Hulkenberg for company. So we just gotta settle down and get on with it. And I think Ocon's knocked our wing there. Yeah, coming up the Ferradura here. Into turn 8. Oh,
What is that?
bit rude on my part. We're gonna have horrible understeer for the Pinero. Although to be fair, Jeff said nothing yet. Oh, Grosjean. Grosjean very slow into Young Cow. Down the Magulo. Very slow and got him into Young Cow. Now it's up the hill after Esteban Ocon. Wing doesn't appear to be that bad, so he must not have damaged it that much at Ocon. But we could be sizing up turn 8 if we get a good run through the Ferradura. And that's how it's done through turn 8 as we head through the Pinero after Vettel. Yeah, we thought we'd lost a bit of momentum through Ferradura, but brilliantly outbraked into turn 8. And that is 7th place. Now Perez is in front of this train. He's holding up a lot of cars here. And if we can get a good run, which I think we do, but we just don't have the grunt of these cars in front as Raikkonen sets the fastest lap. Well done again! Well, me pushing too hard, it has happened again.
Holy Jesus.
We've got some horrible, horrible understeer now. Jeff might come on the thing with a strategy change. There you go. He's going to switch me onto the mediums. Watch this. And then we just gotta pump him in. So we're going into the pit, switch on to the mediums. Switch the nose out, we'll plummet down the order to guess where? Last. such a horrible pit lane in Interlagos. Oh, we've hit the wall! What are you thinking, Ian? My only concern is, will these mediums last the 15 laps it needs to last? But turbo should be fine, yeah? We still need to save fuel as well. Right, I've got an idea. I've got that covered, don't worry. There's Raikkonen already. Let's see where we can claw back to. Who knows, maybe we can win this race. So it'll be Carlos Sainz first. Why is Perez down in 18th? Probably because he's pitted for the softs. Why can't I go... Oh, you don't tell me I've lost lean. So now that I've lost lean, I've got to save fuel myself. That's not very good. So we finally caught up to the back of Carlos Sainz. And we'll get him into the Pico de Plateau. Good move. Set him up nicely there at the Pinero. And beautifully into the Pico de Plateau. Right, 4 seconds to Perez. Mind you, why am I worrying? Loads of cars have got to pit yet. My worry is though, some of the cars that have to pit are not on the tyres that... Perez has got past Verline, so it's going to be Pascal Verline I've got to overtake next. Is lean available yet? Yes. Shall we set Ericsson up into young cow? What do you think? Well, we set Ericsson up into young cow. I don't think Ericsson wanted to be set up that way. And he gives us a bump on the wheels for a good measure. We can go after Perez now. Did you see that cheeky git Verline? As we overtake a few cars. Who's it? That's Hamilton!
What is that?
I'm sorry, could someone explain to me what was going on there?
Holy Jesus. What is that?
Everyone's trying to turn. Ricardo's trying to turn.
The fuck is that?
I think that officially goes under the title, What the... Right, we've got to get to Ricardo here. Oh, got DRS as well, thank you very much. Car very squirmy through turn one. Who's this we're beating out of the pit lane? We've beat somebody out of the pit lane. I think that was Alonso. Hamilton's done and dusted. Good run out of the Bico. What a move! Oh, Ricardo, if he saw this coming, it was a very late call. Look at that. Oof.
Holy Jesus.
And we'll take 8th place. Now next up is after Max Verstappen. We're starting to carve our way through the field very nicely. That's another 2 cars past. Don't know who it was with Magnussen, it was someone. We've almost saved fuel. We have now saved fuel. I think it's Perez in front of Verstappen. And then after that it will be Vettel, Bottas and Raikkonen. I think... Have we got DRS on Verstappen? Yes. Not that we're going to need, because he's got DRS on Perez. where we're going to take Verstappen. How about out of Ferradura? That was a ballsy one. He was slow through Ferradura and we just ploughed up his inside. Take that. Now, look who it is. We're right on his tail. The second that... Oh, that's good he's gone to the pits. So we're not going to count that as a pass, but we'll send him down the order. Now we've got a nice run to Vettel. As soon as you get Vettel, next to be Bottas. And then it's Raikkonen. Which we can easily make up, no problem. How are the mediums holding up? Very well. I'm gonna say that's not Raikkonen, is it? Does it seem to be me, or are we not making much ground on Vettel? Fuel is very marginal, but I don't know if we're going to catch Vettel. Well, if we do, are we going to catch Bottas? We're definitely making ground. But I don't know if it's enough to get to Raikkonen. Raikkonen might win this race. Gasoline's unavailable again. We're definitely within a second. But we weren't within a second there. But we're certainly gaining on Sebastian Vettel. What? He brake checked me, man. Coming through whether you liked it or not, Sebastian. Bit of bumper cars after he bumped my wing. Have some of that. And then that as well. Into the podium. Now we've got to... Oh, shut up. Okay, so we won't catch Mr. Raikkonen. Unless he has an absolutely monumental failure. Plenty, don't worry about it. It might have to be a P3 finish here at Interlagos, but then again, we're having fun. As Jeff told us to go and have fun. We are all over the place. Vettel is all over our gearbox. He's still interested. So we're not going to catch Bottas now. Raikkonen's going to win the race. I think we've just held off Vettel. Bottas will finish second. And after that absolute disaster, we'll finish third. I hope he's happy with that one because he's not getting anything else.
performance from Ferrari, it hardly looks in doubt. So, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I think the track conditions...
You might want to be careful, you'll see some emotion from Raikkonen.
Track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened.
Why are we showing him?
The car just looks so comfortable out there.
So, here they come now, out onto the podium. Wherever you
Bloody hell, that's more emotion you see out of Raikkonen ever.
dominant in the grandstands, and they're out in force again today.
He's even trying to crack a smile.
Step once more. Our current points leader extends their lead at the top of the championship after a very good result.
Well, I know who I'm giving driver of the day to.
The driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, I have to give it to Lewis Hamilton. You know, it was just the kind of drive you'd expect from a multiple world champion.
The constructors' title may already be decided, but so then, Ferrari have now moved out of sight and out of reach. It's another triumph for the Italian team as they claim the World Constructors' Championship. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you there. Take care.
Well, I think deserved driver of the day for Hamilton there. 14, started 14, finished 6th. Certainly. Points for Verstappen and Vettel, which and Raikkonen as well. Bottas, Ricciardo got some points after our little tussle earlier. Grosjean, Massa, and Alonso has got a point. Where did Perez finish after his strategy? Ah, you're rubbish. You started 4th and you finished 15th. Yeah, crap. Right, on to the standings. Well, that's already been decided, so it's, I think second's already been decided as well, so it's a fight between Raikkonen and Vettel for 3rd. And the constructors also been decided. In fact, the top 3 have already been decided, so I would say that's pretty pointless now. But you know what isn't pointless? Going to get paid. Meh. That'll do. Fantastic. And still everybody wants me. Fantastic. Ooh, we'll go and do one of these, I think. We'll do that one. Alonso there explaining his point in more ways than one. But yes, everything's already been decided. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you for the final Grand Prix side by side into the first corner at Abu Dhabi. At Abu Dhabi do.